Today you visited another Marconi Landmark Centre, Sanford Mill, which is the Industrial Museum.
Right.
Behind you is a remarkable reproduction. What have you filmed today?
We filmed a wonderful interview with Tim Wonder, who is a Marconi historian, an expert on the Marconi, not only on the Marconi, but on Marconi himself. And so it's been a wonderful experience. We learned so much about it. I think it's important that our subscribers understand Marconi the man and also the telegraph equipment, which is right behind me. So we did it was wonderful, and I think what's going to happen is it's going to go into probably 3 or 4 different segments.
So there'll be 3 or 4 episodes. When do you plan to screen them?
We don't get home till mid-April, so probably later April into May. I would imagine these would be up in May. You know, one of the things we do is we have to edit them into episodes, and then we have to add images to them. So we're going to have to talk to Tim about images that we may want to put into them. So there's a little bit of work. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it'll be painstaking. How long will each episode last? Half an hour?
No, the episodes are short. The episodes range anywhere from 7 minutes to 10 minutes. And one of the things that we've learned is a lot of people watch us. You can either watch us on a computer, you can watch us on a tablet, or you can watch us on your phone. A lot of people watch it on the phone, and anything more than 10 minutes on a phone is just, it's just people are moving, they're doing things, so we try to keep it 10 minutes. That's not to say that we haven't had episodes that have gone 15, 16 minutes, and this one very well might be. Ken Marshall just did one on Ruth Blanchard, who was one of the survivors of Titanic, and it was so compelling that we made it into 2 episodes, and each episode is about 12 minutes or so. But I couldn't figure out a place to cut it. It was just great stuff.
So it also depends on the public's reaction if they want more.
Absolutely.
Let's tell us more. 5 minutes is too short.
The stories are what really drive this. The stories of the people, the stories of survivors, the crew stories. It really drives the channel.
As a journalist, my ambition every day was to produce a scoop. What do you think about this episode? Do you feel you've got a couple?
Yeah, I think so. I really do. Because, I learned so much about just Marconi the man, who he was. And, you're inspired by his determination. And you think of, your cellular phone, and it all started there. And here in Chelmsford, with the first radio broadcast, the first radio transmissions. And not to make light at all of what we talked about the other day in that Hall Street plant, the lives that were saved by the Marconis that were used in the Lusitania, the Titanic, and some of the other ships.
I would imagine the Titanic channel, based on what you're taking back, could rightly say this is the untold story. This is the forgotten factory. Where have they been? Why haven't we matched up the jigsaw puzzle?
It is the untold story, and it just goes to show you the stories that go out like a web from Titanic. This one being Marconi, and we talked about some of the operators in terms of doing specials on some of them. Bride, for example, doing something on him. So there's a lot of new ideas came out of this.
So it won't run out. You won't run out of themes in 10, 20 years. They'll still be.
No, people ask us all the time. The thing to keep in mind is on the channel there's a new episode every day, Monday through Friday, but everything is archived. So, if you didn't watch or you're just joining the channel today, all of the material that we've done, 140 plus episodes, they're all archived. And they're archived by ship, by passengers, so it's easy to find.
Whose idea was the Titanic channel?
It was really 2 people, mine and Greg Hall, who is my partner. The 2 of us were just drawn into Titanic. We had done I think I'd mentioned earlier, we did a episode on for PBS, for U.S. broadcast, PBS. And the show was about the Titanic band. It was called Band of Courage. It was about the band. That really drew us into Titanic.
So it's your brainchild, and
Greg and I.
Is this your joint brainchild? Is this a soft launch for a bigger channel?
We've talked
a regular TV channel?
Well, I'm not sure about that because this is kind of I think this is the future. The SVOD channels, the subscription video on demand channels. But we're thinking about doing other documentaries for History Channel and some of the other channels, so that's on the table. Plus, there are other channels that we may add to Titanic Channel as well.
You're just holding something in your hand there. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, this is a wonderful gift. It was just given to me today by the man holding the camera and speaking to me. This is the this is the logo. This is Marconi logo that you would have seen on the hats of all of the here. I asked for the logo, I asked for a prop, and there it is. You saw that on the hats of the Titanic telegraph operators. This is a wonderful piece of wood carved, but the important thing is this wood is from the Hall Street factory. So this is part of the Hall Street factory, Marconi's first factory. If it was on the ceiling, Marconi himself probably passed right underneath at one point. So I will take it home to America with love. Thank you. Speaking of my little, here is a wonderfully carved piece, carved by the son of the man that is holding the camera. And it's, again, it's carved with the wood from the Hall Street station. And it is the logo, the Marconi logo, that the Marconi operators wore on their hats. So it's very special.
Final thoughts before you hit the road and go back across the pond?
This has been a fabulous trip. This is not going to be the only trip that we're here in Chelmsford. We will definitely be back. There's more to the story that needs to be told. We were just so fortunate that the people in Chelmsford reached out to us. There's a tremendous heritage in this town, and we hope that we will let other people know of Chelmsford and obviously want to come and visit as well, because it's a story that needs to be told. And I think we said it at the beginning, it's the central story, I think, of Titanic.
Unfortunately, there's not a single thing that remains of the original Titanic wireless room. Are we ever going to get close to anything that looks like it below the sea?
Yes, I think so. There is a Marconi set in the Britannic that I was told, I know that it is down there, and the Britannic is in wonderful condition, and the Marconi set is just sitting there. So it is the original Marconi set, so you may very well see the original.
Race you to it.
Soon, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Stacey. It's been wonderful hosting you. God bless, Godspeed, and please come back.
Great, we will. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the hospitality. We look forward to coming over again. If you're interested, and we hope you are, you can go to www.titanicchanneltv.com, and you can find us and subscribe to our channel, and we have a 30-day free trial as well, so you can check us out. We'd like you to do that. Thank you.